Let's talk about something that I'm familiar with, but and I think some private industry is familiar with, but it's not. I think what I'm talking about is this concept again of these three different tiers. The enlisted, which is also NCOs, the role of an NCO, which is a leadership role, but maybe a lower, it is a lower rank one, but still essential to the health of an organization. Then you have the officer level, right? For those of the listeners that are listening and don't understand what an NCO is, what kind of analogies or how would you describe the responsibility? What's the responsibility? What role does an officer have to the organization? What role does an NCO have, and what are the enlisted do?
So the analogy I'd use is that the chief in a SEAL platoon has the vast majority of the operational and tactical.
Now, chief is NCO,
experience. Right? That's an NCO. That's an E7.
That's a high level,
Navy,
like
Navy chief.
E7, E8, or something like that.
E7. Yeah. A couple of them E8s, or they promote the E8s, but every platoon's got a platoon chief, and that is the vast majority of the experience in the platoon should be the platoon chief. So that's
He's basically
very
the heart,
unique.
the heart of the team, isn't he? Or I don't know if that's the right analogy, but
I think he's the most important aspect of any platoon, task unit, or even at a great larger level at a whole SEAL team. We talk about this term called the triad. You have the commanding officer, you have the executive officer, and then you have the senior enlisted advisor or the command master chief. That of the triad, that's the one enlisted piece. In my opinion, that's the most important piece, because that is what takes all the sled dogs and takes all the, maybe call it the commander's guidance or the agenda that the senior officer has. Without that senior enlisted force to bring it all together, it can never work.
Now, I love the fact that you're pointing this out, and I think this is what's lacking in private industry. I think we have something that's close to NCOs in private industry, but I often refer to in project management, I call it the hidden workforce. It's those people that make things happen that nobody knows what they're doing. They're kind of unseen, unheard of, and they're often unrecognized, because in private industry, everything's about getting that next manager title, right? Which is similar to being an officer, right? And I think very few organizations realize how important, how valuable and essential it is to have this liaison, this middle person that links strategic thinking and operational necessity to tactical. And I think you used a couple of good words in here. You talked about the strategic corporal and the commander's intent and tactical agility.